Yeah, Carol's on. And Janice and Ben are last week said he would be here.
Oh, okay.
And Monty's here, but he's in remotely, so.
Okay, here we go. You guys ready? Time is 7:07. If everybody could silence their cell phones and stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, and the city clerk, are you going to take roll still, or is Pete going to do that? Or are we going to do it?
I think you have to unmute them.
Are we muted?
Can you guys hear me now?
Okay. Yeah.
Do I have to unmute everybody?
Top three buttons at the top of this picture.
Oh, thanks. Just stand by, I'm trying to figure this out.
Did you right click, just left click on the three?
Yeah, I did, I'm trying to...
I can do roll if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you, that's great, thank you.
Okay. All right, here we go. 1 minute. Councilmember Graham.
I believe she's out sick.
Councilmember Rounds.
Same.
Councilmember Plaza.
Here?
Councilmember Chapman.
Here.
Councilmember Smith. Here. Councilmember Holland.
Present.
Councilmember Fredericks.
Yeah, he is out of town.
I think I got everybody.
Okay, we have a motion to excuse council members Rounds, Graham, Fredericks, and Mayor Finn, if he needs to be excused since he's the mayor, I don't know.
Are we moving?
Motion to excuse.
There we go.
Second.
A motion from Councilmember Smith, second from Councilmember, and I'm having a brain Chapman. Again, if we can take the roll, or the vote.
Councilmember Plaza.
Aye.
Councilmember Chapman.
Aye.
Councilmember Holland.
Aye.
Councilmember Smith. Aye.
Okay, motion is passed. Next item is citizen communications for items not on the agenda. Nobody gave me the list, so I don't know if anybody signed up. Thanks.
I didn't sign up, but that's what I was here for. I didn't know how to do that the right way.
Okay, Mr. Ostream, is that how we pronounce your name?
Ostrom.
Ostrom. Okay, well, you have 5 minutes. If you can just state your name and then go ahead with what you've got to say.
Okay. My name is Jeff Ostrom, and I wanted to talk a little bit about portable storage units. So first off, I just want to say I'm a storage owner in Kelso, and I'm under contract on a facility in Woodland that's been there for a long time. And I'm familiar with some of the conversations around the storage moratorium, and I just want to say that I'm all for regulation. I live in a town here in Washington, Arlington, And we've got too many storage facilities. And what that means is we've got facilities that are under 50% occupied, and people are having to cut their prices to try and get people to come in, and it's because the planners didn't put regulation in place in time. And so when I heard about the storage moratorium, I think you probably did it for good reason, saw what was coming and stopped it, and I think that can be a good thing. So I'm familiar with the conversations around storage. It's a large piece of land, doesn't create enough jobs, doesn't create enough sales tax revenue. Also familiar with some of the national statistics that people throw around with, an average of 1 in 10 families use storage, and woodland is X amount of size, and therefore people feel that they have enough storage. However, my facility in Kelso is full, so are all my competitors. When I look around Woodland, all of the facilities are full, but there is room in some of these facilities to add. And when I talked to Jennifer Keene with the Woodland Port, she mentioned that there are 500 acres of residential development in Woodland. There are 426 industrial acres being developed around Woodland. That means jobs, that means more people. And what I'd love to see is an opportunity for facilities that already exist to have the opportunity to serve the community. And when I look at portable storage units, I think of it's a similar use, and I guess that's what I'm asking is if that would be the right approach to this, is to propose a similar use determination for portable storage for existing facilities, and if that could be something that either I could write or I'd like to open the conversation to, if that'd be something you would be open to.
I can't speak for everybody right now since so many of us are missing, but I would suggest if this is a conversation you'd like to have, to go ahead and put something together and then contact the city and see what steps you need to take in order to get it brought forward to the council.
Okay. And by the city, would I be speaking to? It looked like Melissa Johnston was on the line, and maybe Travis Goddard.
Travis, either Travis, or what I would suggest is that you just address it with the clerk, and she can direct you to the right person.
I will do that.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, is there anybody else for items not on the agenda? Nope. Okay, moving on to citizen communications for items on the agenda. We have Denise Miller. And you know you have 5 minutes.
Good evening. Denise Miller, 43204 Northwest 15th Avenue. I am going to speak about consent, consent item E for the approval of payment number 3 of 3. As you guys know, we have reopened our visitor center and office, and we're trying to serve the community the best we can. We're doing great. We're getting people in. People are still going up and seeing Mount St. Helens. We're able to still give the people information. We're calling Johnston Ridge every day to see when they're closing, because it's around this time of year. And honestly, it's day by day. As soon as they get snow, they close. If we receive this payment, which we need it, we'll be able to continue our operations as is. And then just other chamber news update, as Ms. Graham's gone. We are still trying to plan for our Christmas event until we are told otherwise from the golf course. And we're still trying to get more political discussions on the calendar. But as most all the candidates are right now, they are just slam busy and they're having a hard time making time. So that's my update for tonight.
Awesome. Thank you. Is there anybody else for items on the agenda. Mrs. Johnson. As usual, state your name if I have 5 minutes.
I think I know that better
Yeah,
than
right?
you do.
Probably better than I do, right?
Yeah. Darlene Johnson, P.O. Box 1808, Woodland, Washington. So to what Denise said, we are open 7 days a week. We're putting heads in beds, and that's what this money is for. And I'm just hopeful that you will approve the third payment because we definitely need it. I'm the treasurer, by the way,
Excellent.
so I know that.
Thank you. Okay, is there anybody else for items on the agenda? I don't see anybody online. Okay, moving to agenda approval.
Move to approve the agenda.
Second.
Moved to approve by Councilmember Chapman, second by Councilmember Holland. Can I have the vote, please?
Councilmember Holland,
Aye.
Councilmember Smith. Aye. Councilmember Chapman,
Aye.
Councilmember Plaza,
Aye. Okay, agenda passes. And reports to standing committee. Do we have, Public Works?
That's going to be me tonight.
Oh, okay.
So we met at 5:30 remotely. Some of the fascinating things happening with Public Works is the Scott Hill Booster Station is still, it's being held up right now by L&I. The water treatment plant, they have miscellaneous failing resetters due to acid in the ground, so they're replacing those right now. The 500,000 gallon reservoir is still waiting on the contractor who got backed up because of COVID. They're still trying to finish that this year. They have the railroad crossing at Davidson. Sorry. They are trying to move forward with that project with getting pipes across the railroad track. Screen head replacements. The equipment's been delivered to Stellar J, so they're going to start that project. They will not be closing streets for Halloween. So, because that is mandated by the state, I believe, that we're not having Halloween. Some of the sidewalk projects are on hold. They filled 6 to 8 potholes. They're going to be doing some curb painting on Buckeye. Torch Down is on hold due to weather. Clark County Paving completed 19 separate projects. Lakeside Industries is going to come out and do rhododendron and spruce. Let's see. They're switching out some street lights to LED. They had some in their shop, and they're going to be working on that. The trees were finally removed from cherry blossom. Let's see.
Councilmember Smith, can you mute?
Stop it. Let's see. Oh, there were a couple other things. Oh, some of the grants that Tracy's working on. One of them, really interesting. She moved up higher on the list after they gave her some points for us also having Clark County in our town. So she's moved up into the ranks where they generally award the grant, so we're kind of excited for that. And that's money that could go towards some projects at the park, at Horseshoe Park. Let's see, she's working on some grants for ADA ramps that that was paid for. The ADA ramps around town that you see where they've kind of chunked out the corners downtown, those are going to be ADA accessible ramps that were paid for by grants.
Nice.
That she acquired. And I think that's about it. Did I do okay, Tracy? Okay.
Thumbs up. Great.
I've never done that before,
We're
so.
good to go. Okay. And it looks like your next meeting is on November 16th at 5:30. And where's
Yeah.
that at, here?
Remote.
Remote, okay, of course. Okay, and public safety is next, and I will go ahead and read that since Councilmember Graham isn't here. Looks like the police department's moving forward with background investigations on the applicants for the positions that we have available right now. And 2 of the applicants have been offered conditional offers of employment, but they still need to go through their psych eval as well as a medical exam, which includes their drug screen. But hopefully, both applicants should pass both of those and start with the city in November. One of those 2 has already completed the academy, so we won't need to send him off for 5 or 6 months or however long the academy is these days. But he will have to complete his field training officer program before he's let loose on his own. The other officer, or the other applicant rather, is an entry-level guy, so he would have to go to the academy and go through the FTO program. And if he completes both of those, then both officers will serve their 12-month probationary period before they're locked into their positions there. And background investigations continue to go forward on the other 2 applicants, and hopefully we'll have those completed in November. And hopefully get all those spots filled up so that we're not short and our guys aren't being run ragged. Okay, well, next was reports of advisory committees for the chamber, but both of our chamber people are gone. And so reports of city officers, Mayor Finn is not here, so we're going to skip that. And Pete, city administrator.
Okay, let me pull up my agenda here. All right, so I wanted to notice City Council that liquor license renewals for Woodland Blues Lodge, Grocery Outlet, and Giuliano's Pizza are going through. Upcoming event.
That's the same thing that happens to many people.
You froze. I don't know what we can do about that, if anything.
On the
David lost you.
He's sick.
Run over there and let him know that he's locking up. He wasn't there a minute ago. Okay, I don't know if you can hear me, Pete, but you're locked up, so we're just going to bypass you this time. And if you get back in later, maybe you can give your report then. Okay, Clerk-Treasurer.
In the packet is the 3rd quarter finance and sales tax report. I'll dispense with reading or reporting in length to you, and please click on the link in the agenda packet for all the information.
Okay, thank you. And community development. Doesn't look like Travis is around. Okay, so we will go ahead and move on to consent items.
Move to approve the consent items as presented.
Second.
Okay, moved by Councilmember Chapman, seconded by Councilmember Holland. And if we can have the vote, please.
Yes, Councilmember Plaza.
Aye.
Councilmember Chapman.
Aye.
Councilmember Smith. Aye. Councilmember Holland.
Aye.
Okay, consent items have been approved. Moving on to action items, there are none. So we are going to our workshop,
Same
unless there's
time.
any objections.
At 7:25.
Okay. We want to take a break before we jump into this, or just dive in?
Well, yeah, let's see if the big thing, if
Are you guys ready to do
keep it
the,
unfreeze, if you can't unfreeze, it's kind
I'm ready
of,
to do it. I'm just not sure about the.
yeah, because you're,
Yeah.
yeah, you're still sitting in there.
Yeah.
Two places in one time.
you're pretty good, you're better than Penn and Teller.
All right, why don't we just does anybody want to make a motion to just put this off until next week? And we'll just pick up there once we get our technical difficulties squared away.
Yeah, I'll make a motion that we postpone until next week on the budgeting workshop.
Second.
Okay?
Second.
Too slow. Okay, motion to postpone the workshop, budget workshop until next week. Passed by Councilmember Chapman, seconded by Councilmember Holland. Take a vote, please.
Councilmember Plaza,
Aye.
Councilmember Chapman,
Aye.
Councilmember Holland,
Aye.
Councilmember Smith. Aye.
Okay, motion to move the workshop to next week has been passed, which brings us to adjournment.
Move to adjourn.
Second?
Any opposed? Everybody in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, we are adjourned.